Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4 Modding. Today we are reviewing the Mk18 CQBR by FX0X01, F34R, Navarro, YuckZX, and Spiffy. There's a mouthful of names today. So yes, this mod adds in the assault rifle, the Mk18 CQBR, a very modern M4 looking weapon. And you can obtain this weapon through the leveled lists on traders, vendors, and also on different enemies such as gunners and raiders. There are legendary variants of the weapons as well. And if you select the right options, you can have a craftable version of this weapon as well. So when you load up your game after this mod has been installed, you'll be prompted with these options. You can either have it start a quest when you reach level 25 to obtain the Mk18. You can skip the quest and have the options to decide if you want it in leveled list, add it to the crafting list, etc. Or you can have the cheat option, which is the same as normal, except it will also add the weapon directly into your inventory, which is what we're going to do for today's review. Once you've made your choice, you'll be prompted with this menu, which will give you options regarding the leveled list, crafting, and etc. So we can have it added fully to the leveled list on traders level 5 and up, and enemies level 25 and up. Add it to the leveled list only for traders, or do not add it to the leveled list at all. I'm going to do the full leveled list. And would you like it to spawn legendary variants? Absolutely. Do you want to be able to craft it at the chem lab? For most people that's a yes, but for me that is a no. And that is it. It is now in your game. The base stats of this weapon are as follows. It has a base damage of 40, a fire rate of 136, a range of 107, an accuracy of 77, a weight of 7.3, and a value of 1,368 caps with no mods. Speaking of mods, let's see what mods this weapon has to offer. In terms of receivers, there are standard and mega versions of each receiver, including standard, light frame, heavy frame, calibrated, hardened, automatic armor piercing, hair trigger, powerful, automatic hardened, calibrated powerful, automatic hardened piercing, advanced, and automatic powerful. For the handguard, there are a plethora of options, as you can see. We have the MICRM with different measurements, GSMR, Hera Arms, DDM4, and M-Lock, and different sizes for each of those options. For stocks, there are SOP Mod, Vipers, Magpools. Any modern stock you can imagine, this mod has it in here. Pistol grips is the same thing. Standard, Fab, Comfy, Ergo, F1, Skeletonized. Charging handle, you have Standard and Raptor. For the magazine, you have a Standard Alt with a different reload animation. And that's true for all of these magazines. Alt is a different animation. There's the Quick Eject, PMag, PMag Quick Eject, PMag Windowed, which lets you see the bullets on the inside. The EMAG, PMag 40, which has 40 rounds. 300 Blackout magazine, which adds 300 Blackout to the game. As well as a 458 SOCOM magazine, which also adds 458 SOCOM to the game. And a 60 round extended magazine. There are a bunch of modern sights, including the standard iron sight, and a custom iron sight, the MBUS, Troy, the Seymour Red Dot, Barska Red Dot, Aimpoint T1, T1M2, T1M3, the Delta .6 Sour Romeo 3XL, the Mini Red Dot, EOTech 552, and many, many more options going down to longer ranges the further we go, all the way down to the CQBSS, which is the biggest magnification you can get. The muzzle is the standard. All of these give you improved recoil. The Fortis Nitride 1, 2, 3, and 3 with control shield. Suppressor, many suppressor options. If I read every single one of these mods, I would be without a voice by the end of this video. So you have flashlights, 3 different options, one with a laser sight, PEQ, and that is the same options for the right rail. As well as the lower rail, you get an angled foregrip, different types of vertical foregrips, and more lasers for the top rail. Material, you have black, standard, and two-tone. And then damage modifiers, you have 0 through 90%, just in case you have different damage mods on and you need to increase this or decrease this. to fit with your playstyle. So I'm going to mod one of these real quick, and then we will test it on some enemies. Before we move on, I do want to mention that this weapon has custom animations and 2 different types of animations for your reload, so I will show you those very quickly. The first one, the standard animation, as well as the alternate animation. Both of which very beautiful and just look perfect in this game. There's also a custom sprint animation. And if that wasn't good enough, there's also a custom melee animation. Very nice. So now let's try this out on some enemies. We'll start off with a raider. As you can see, it killed him in just about 1 shot. Keeping in mind I do have a higher level character, so I do more damage. It still takes a few shots to get through power armor though. And let's try a Death Claw. About the same as a power armor, maybe even a little bit quicker. There's also a unique version of this weapon that can be crafted at a chemistry station. That being the Punisher variant, which does have a custom model and texture that looks very nice with black and white and the Punisher logo right there and here on the magazine. So, all in all, this is a great weapon to add to your Fallout load order. If you are a fan of modern weapons and like that kind of thing, and if you're a fan of FX0X01's work, then this is just a great addition. It has a beautiful model and texture, great animations, and there's just nothing bad about this weapon mod. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of this content. There will be plenty of more mod reviews to come. And I'm having a blast doing these, and it seems like you guys are enjoying watching them. So, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.